After hard conversations, we think we only have two options, but there's a third way. After a hard conversation, most of us do one of two things. We either keep talking until we're both exhausted, or we walk away and we don't come back. So both feel like the only options. So, how does this play out, and what's the problem? Well, the first part is you could keep talking, right? You end up drained and spinning in circles, saying the same things over and over and over. Nothing gets resolved and you just get tired. Or you walk away. The other person feels abandoned. You ghost them. The relationship gets damaged and you never circle back, not because you're ugly, but just because you just don't know how. But I think there's a third way. I think there's a third way. And there's a big difference between needing space and creating distance. See, one says, I need a minute. The other says, I'm done with you. Most people don't know how to do the first without accidentally doing the second. So here's why this is such a big deal. See, space is temporary. It's, I need to step back and think. It's healthy, it's necessary, and distance, it's permanent. It's I'm shutting you out and it causes isolation. So the problem is most of us don't know how to ask for space without it feeling like we're creating distance. So here's the reframe. You can close the conversation without closing the relationship. You can step away from the moment without stepping away from the person. And why does this matter for isolation? Well, here's the deal. When you don't know how to take space or take time, you either trap yourself in exhausting conversations or you just ghost people. Both of these things lead to isolation. One burns you out, the other one burns bridges. So leave the door open means you can pause without abandoning. You can say, not right now, without saying, not ever. So, this is day 8 of Team Care's 30 tools to fight isolation. The tool we're talking about today is leave the door open. So, what does leave the door open mean? Well, leave the door open means ending a conversation or stepping back for now without ending the relationship or shutting the person out permanently. See, this tool specifically solves a very common problem. It's that moment when you need to step away from a hard conversation, but you're afraid if you leave, the other person will think that you're just done with them. Or, in a similar way, that trapped feeling where you can't exit the conversation without it just getting weird. So, how do we leave the door open? Well, I think number one, name what you need clearly. Name what you need clearly. Don't just disappear. Don't just keep going until you collapse. Say what's actually happening. Here's some examples that I came up with. I need to step away from this conversation for now. I need some time to process this before we talk more. I need a break. Can we come back to this later? I'm not walking away from you. I just need some time to think. So, step number 2, signal you're coming back. Signal you're coming back. See, this is key. Don't leave it open ended. Don't make them guess. Can we talk about this tomorrow? Let me think on this and I'll text you this weekend. I'm not done with this conversation. I just need a minute. Can we pick this up later? I'll reach out when I'm ready to talk more, but I want you to know I'm not disappearing. I care about our relationship. I care about us, and I care about this conversation. And I just want us to continue later after I think about it. And then the third thing is actually come back. Actually come back. This is where most people fail. They take space, but they never circle back. And that turns space into distance. If you say you'll reach out, reach out. Even if you just say, here's the deal. I'm still processing. I'm still thinking about this. I just need a little more time. The door stays open when you follow through. But here's what not to say. Here are some things that you ought to avoid. I need space Well, it's too vague. Space for what? For how long? I just can't do this right now. And especially when you say it that loud, it sounds permanent and it sounds without clarification. Just walking away silently. This is ghosting. No boundaries. Let's just agree to disagree. That just basically pits you against the other person, and it's a no win situation. It's a no win. It's a lose lose. Here's what to do instead. I need time to process this. Can we talk Friday? I can't do this right now, but I want to come back to it. So, how about tomorrow? I need to step away for a bit to think about this. I'll text you when I'm ready. I hear you, and I need time to think. Can we let's revisit this later? So here's the deal. What happens when you do this? And this is the cool thing. People don't feel abandoned when you take space. They feel respected because you named what you needed and you signal that you're not disappearing. And what happens to you? You don't feel trapped. You don't have to choose between exhausting yourself or burning the bridge. You can pause without ending things. And here's the big shift that you'll begin to notice. You're going to go from I have to stay until this is resolved or walk away forever, and you're going to shift from that to I can take space and come back when I'm ready. See, this is what really healthy relationships do. They give each other space. They don't force resolution, but they don't disappear, and they pause and they come back. See, that's how healthy relationships survive hard conversations. So here's the deal: leave the door open. Step away from the conversation without stepping away from the person. Say what you need. As John Mayer said, say what you need to say. Signal that you're coming back, and then actually come back. My name is David Stone, and I'm on a mission to fight isolation. Leave the door open. Fight isolation. Find your people and follow through. I'll see you next time.